The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Tampa Bay Downs, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring 11 stakes from 6 tracks, including a front-running winner of the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks at Santa Anita. We begin with turf fillies and mares at Monmouth Park and the Grade 3 Eatontown Stakes. Nashley's Val, the 9-5 favorite. Travis Stone picks up the call.
Nashley's Val on a firm hold continues down the backstretch run. The lead is down to 2 as Lonesome Town gets a bit closer, running in second, and Medea is perfectly positioned third and on the outside by the half-mile pole. Another 3 lengths back to Misty and Malibu, who's running in fourth. Triple Arch is fifth. Dido's making a move toward the inside sixth, within 5 lengths of the lead. Rusty Slipper shuffled back to the back of the pack. So they round the far turn. Nashley's Vow still in front. Medea 3 wide and coming on, and smack dab between them is Lonesome Town, and these 3 lock up at the top of the stretch with a quarter mile to go. Triple Arches farther back. Rusty Slipper rolls into contention with a 5 wide blitz on the far turn. It's wide open, top of the stretch. Medea comes away with a narrow lead. Lonesome Town fighting on Nashley's Vow. Rusty Slipper trying to get going into the final furlong. It's Medea in front with a tenuous lead. On the outside, Rusty Slipper. Triple Arch finishing strong, but Medea beat them to the wire.
Medea gets to the wire a length in front of Triple Arch, who noses out Lonesome Town for place. Forrest Boyce, the winning jockey, in 141 4. Winless in 3 starts in England for Sir Michael Stout, Medea has been in the money in 8 of 9 U.S. starts for trainer Francis Abbott III. This was her first attempt against Stakes Company. The 5-year-old mare by Danehill Dancer was bred in Ireland by her owner, Cornerstone Thoroughbreds. Medea has earned $195,000. Next, the inaugural running of the Evangeline Downs Turf Sprint. Hey Ty, the 2-1 favorite. John McGarry has the call.
Il so forte. Some of the parts broke quickly. Hey Ty now rushing up with Snappy Girl. Berlino de Tiger rattling through from the inside. Then it's Gantry moving up from between rivals. Lemon Drop Dream is to his outside. At the rail, that's Whiskey Bravo. Unitas on the far outside is a close-up 8th. 4 or 5 lengths to Solar Charge on the outside of Red Hot Rush. They ripped the opening quarter in 21-28. Midway around the turn, it's Hey Ty blazing the way. Some of the parts is 2 lengths back in second. Snappy Girl, Berlino de Tiger are third and fourth respectively. Then it's Gantry and Lemon Drop Dream. They're into the stretch, and it is Hey Ty who says, come and get me if you want to win it. It's Hey Ty by 4, and he's looking for more. Some of the parts, Snappy Girl, Lemon Drop Dream. There's no catching Hey Ty down to the line. Hey Ty has won it.
The favorite, Hey Ty, the front-running winner by 3 3/4 lengths over long shot Whiskey Bravo. Diego Science aboard in 56 flat. Since being transferred to trainer Carl Broberg last fall, Hey Ty has won 8 of 10 starts, including 7 stakes. This was his 3rd consecutive stakes win at Evangeline Downs. The 4-year-old gelding by Fusaichi Pegasus was bred in Louisiana by his owner, Rowell Enterprises. Hey Ty has won 6 sprint stakes this year to increase his bankroll to nearly $680,000. To Woodbine for turf milers in the Grade 2 King Edward Stakes. Ex-Caper, the 8-5 favorite. Dan Loisel has the call.
They're off in the King Edward Stakes. Ex-Caper, are you kidding me? Utley from the outside in that green cap, along with Laugh Track, and Ex-Caper will set the early pace. And the Connaught Cup winner, Ex-Caper, an early leader by a long neck. Are you kidding me is second. Laugh Track is advanced to third. Seeking the Diamond in between horses, 4th, and River 7's down to the inside in 5th position. Then we have Utley and Grand Arch. And Tesseron trails this field 6 lengths off of Ex-Caper, whose opening quarter was 23 2. And it's Ex-Caper, shadowed by Are You Kidding Me in second. River 7 will save ground through the far turn. Laugh Track's caught out there 3 wide. Between horses is Seeking the Diamond, who's 3 lengths off the lead. Then Otway, Grand Arch to the inside of Otway. From the back of the pack, Tesseron, 45-3 for the opening half mile. And it's still Ex-Caper as they come over to the top of the stretch in the King Eddie. Ex-Caper at the quarter pole. Are you kidding me? Is set down on the outside by Justin Stein. Here comes Utley with Edgar Prado, and Tesseron has come from out of the clouds, but it's Ex-Caper still there, almost home. Ex-Caper's running a big one. Utley's going to take one final shot at Ex-Caper in the last 16th of a mile. Ex-Caper down on the inside, and here comes Grand Arch, and Grand Arch got it.
11-1 Grand Arch by Claiborne Farm Stallion Arch rallies to defeat Ex-Caper by half a length. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. David Moran aboard in 132-2, a 102 brisk speed rating. Graded stakes placed at both Woodbine and Churchill Downs last season. Grand Arch records his first stakes victory. The Brian Lynch trainee has been in the money in all 14 career starts. The 5-year-old gelding was bred in Kentucky by Hunter Valley Farm and Stephen Hillen. An $80,000 Keeneland weanling and a $120,000 Keeneland yearling. Grand Arch has earned $340,000 for Jim and Susan Hill. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series.
A new challenge has begun. And for the world's top thoroughbreds, there's a new reason to keep running. Win, and they're in. All summer long, the best horses will race to earn a spot in the richest event in horse racing. Don't miss the drama that unfolds in the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series. All summer long on NBC and NBCSN.
Since 2000, runners by Pin Oak Stallions have won some of racing's most important stakes races and include Eclipse and Sovereign Award champions. Pin Oak is home to leading sire Broken Vow, sire of over 100 stakes horses, and Sky Classic. Pin Oak also stands young graded stakes winners Cowboy Cow and Alternation. Pin Oak Stud. Stakes success is our goal.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Discover beautiful Ocala, Marion County, horse capital of the world. I'm Valerie Daly. Let me show you all our area has to offer. Here are a few recent listings. Saddlebrook Equestrian Estates, Champions Circle, Countryside Farm, and Ivy Lane. Ocala, Marion County. Come for a visit and you'll see why it's a great place to live.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 2-year-old fillies just ahead in this segment. But first, sprinting fillies and mares at Belmont Park in the Grade 3 Better Roses Handicap. Street Girl, the 7-2 favorite, John Imbrial has the call.
The opening quarter mile in 22 and 3/5 seconds. Ultimate Shopper by a little more than a length over Merry Meadow. 5-Star Mama down at the rail in third. Hot Stones on the outside is fourth, just 2.5 lengths from the lead. Flattering Bees in between horses. Being passed now on the outside by Lion DNA. Table 310 is down at the rail. Calistoga is on the far outside. Then Classic Point and Street Girl, the half mile in 45 and 3/5 seconds. The field comes off the turn and enters the stretch. It's Merry Meadow and Hot Stones. It's between those two now with Ultimate Shopper back running in third. Calistoga continues to gain ground, but now there's just the 16th to the finish. Merry Meadow and Hot Stones, those two are right together. They come down to the wire. Photo finish.
And let's take another look at that photo finish. It's Merry Meadow with the lead on the inside, totaling 118 pounds, and Rajiv Mirage. But Hot Stones is challenging on the outside, under 115 pounds, and Irad Ortiz Jr. And Hot Stones gets up to take the photo by a nose. The fifth winner on last Saturday's card at Belmont for Ortiz. New York-bred Hot Stones sprint 7 furlongs in 1:21.4. A close second against State Breds in the recent Critical Eye Stakes over the track. Hot Stones gets her first stakes victory. Bruce Levine trains the winner. The 4-year-old filly by Bustin' Stones was bred in New York by Jerry Belinsky and Roddy Valente. A $58,000 yearling, Hot Stones has earned $363,000 for Valente, Charles Casale, and Darlene Belinsky. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year, now including sire stats. To Churchill Downs for 2-year-old fillies in the Debutante Stakes. Unbridled Reward, the 7-5 favorite. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Unbridled Reward will be joined by Promise Me Silver, who makes her move after her midway on the far turn. Irish Nuggets is given way to third by 2.5, and then Old Sanish, Rachel's Ready, and Roussan. Unbridled Reward and Promise Me Silver have their battle at the top of the stretch, and they're head and head on the lead through a half mile in 45.4. They're into the stretch, and Promise Me Silver has taken to the lead. She goes to the inside, clear of Unbridled Reward, who now has been switched to the outside, but she's 2 lengths behind at the 8th pole. Promise Me Silver is getting away. She's 3 in front of Unbridled Reward as they come down to the line. And Promise Me Silver and Robbie Alvarado have won the debutante.
2-1 second choice Promise Me Silver takes it by 2 lengths over the favorite Unbridled Reward. Robbie Alvarado up in 1:11.2. An impressive first out maiden winner against State Breds at Lone Star Park. Promise Me Silver improves her record to 2 for 2. The filly by Silver City was bred in Texas by her owner, Robert Luttrell. Promise Me Silver has earned $78,000. The winner is trained by Brett Calhoun, who won this race last year with another Texas-bred filly, 50 Shades of Gold. To Santa Anita for the Landalusi Stakes. Enchanting Lady, the 6-5 favorite. Frank Miramati has the call.
They're coming to the quarter pole. It's Sedur on the inside and Enchanting Lady. These two hook up once again. It's a rematch. 4 back to Laney Britt in third. Top of the lane, Enchanting Lady let loose on the outside, and she's up to take the lead. Sedur feels the whip back to second. On the far outside, My Fiona is rallying, but it is Enchanting Lady opening up with authority. And Enchanting Lady, a filly with a bright future, is much the best. She's just coaxed home to stroll in by 5.
Enchanting Lady turns the tables on Sedur officially by 6 1/4 lengths. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Martin Garcia up in 1:03.4. The Bob Baffert trainee finished second to Sedur after breaking slowly in a Santa Anita maiden race on debut. The filly by Tail of the Cat was bred in Kentucky by Randall Family Trust and was a $90,000 Keeneland yearling, turned $650,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Enchanting Lady has earned $86,000 for Kaleem Shaw. The Spendthrift Farm Stallion of the week is Warrior's Reward, North America's #1 freshman sire of 2014, with 4 impressive debut maiden special weight winners from as many starters to date, and already 2 stakes horses.
Private Zone hanging on to the lead. The Lumber Guys under a hard ride from second. Baz Marty, and now here's Jimmy Creed. And Jimmy Creed, orange cap, one from the inside. Unbridled note down the centre. Drill running on late, but it's Jimmy Creed with a 16th to go. And Jimmy Creed in a scintillating performance today. Jimmy Creed and Garrett Gomez take the Malibu stylishly.
Here is racing fans. With EmpireCityBets.com, you can now place wagers from the comfort of home on thoroughbred and harness tracks around the world. Empire City Bets is an advanced deposit wagering service that offers both internet and phone wagering. With EmpireCityBets.com, you get sign-up bonuses up to $300, weekly promotions, and daily rewards on most tracks, including an industry high of 8% on Yonkers races. You also enjoy live video and race replays, and with exclusive content from some of the best handicappers around, there's no other place you'll want to bet. Don't race to any other site, race to EmpireCityBets.com.
The Stallions of Shadwell Farm, Hall of Fame member, Inbasor, winner of the Dubai World Cup and Breeders' Cup Classic, now siring stakes horses. Classic winner, Jazzle, a stake sire from a great female family. Brilliant Miler, Dar, Grade 1 winner, and now a graded stake sire. Albertus Maximus, winner of Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile and Don Handicap with outstanding early crops. Shadwell Farm.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a coast-to-coast look at 2-year-olds in this segment. We begin at Belmont Park with the Tremont Stakes. Chocolate Wildcat, the 9-10 favorite. Once again, here's John Embrial.
Bessie's Boy now clear by 2. Chocolate Wildcat down on the inside. Then comes Shrewd Move. Chocolate Wildcat has moved to the outside of Bessie's Boy as the field comes into the stretch. Chocolate Wildcat and Bessie's Boy, and their heads apart. Bessie's Boy on the inside, holding off Chocolate Wildcat. It's Bessie's Boy now clear and drawing away in the stretch. Bessie's Boy pouring it on here at the end. An impressive winner of the Tremont. Bessie's Boy won by 5.
2-1 second choice Bessie's Boy draws off to defeat Chocolate Wildcat officially by 6 lengths. John Velasquez up in 103 4. Bessie's Boy shipping in from Pimlico, where he broke his maiden first asking in April. The gelding by Smoke Glacken was bred in Pennsylvania by Charles Zachney and was a $15,500 weanling. The latest juvenile stakes winner for trainer Wesley Ward, Bessie's Boy has earned nearly $83,000 for Ice Wine Stable. John Velasquez with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Woodbine for the Victoria Stakes. Conquest Tsunami, the 2-5 favorite. Once again, here's Dan Loisel.
22-2 for that opening quarter mile. And it's Conquest Tsunami, who leads by 2 lengths at the quarter pole. Creaky Cricket's being asked to keep up in second from the back of the pack. Honky Tonk Man begins to roll for Sutherland Cruz. And it's Conquest Tsunami with a 4-length lead. Honky Tonk Man on the far outside. Patrick Husbands glances back and loves what he sees. This colt could be any kind. Look at this. A stroll in the park in the Victoria Stakes for Conquest Tsunami.
Odds-on favorite Conquest Tsunami draws off to defeat long shot Honky Tonk Man by 7 3/4 lengths. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Patrick Husbands aboard in 57 4. The second start for Conquest Tsunami, who broke his maiden first asking by 6 1/4 lengths at Keeneland. The colt by Stormy Atlantic was bred in Ontario by Josham Farms and Yvonne Schwabe. Conquest Tsunami has earned nearly $120,000 for Conquest Stables. The colt was consigned by Hillendale Sales Agency to the 2013 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Conquest Stables for $190,000. Undefeated Victoria Stakes winner Conquest Tsunami, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. That brings us to the Santa Anita Juvenile Stakes. Holiday Camp, the even money favorite. Once again, here's Frank Miramati.
5/16 out, it's Christie's co-pilot in front by nearly a length. Homer Matt in his debut on the outside, running a big one. In between them, it's Wake Up Nick. Holiday Camp has to do better and Story to Tell inside of him. They're at the top of the stretch. Christie's co-pilot narrowly in front. Wake Up Nick is running very gamely between horses, and on the outside, Homer Matt. Wake Up Nick now takes the lead under confident handling. Homer Matt on the outside is trying to go with him. Christie's co-pilot gives way late. It's Wake Up Nick in front, and Wake Up Nick in a nice performance wins the Santa Anita Juvenile.
Wake Up Nick gets up to defeat Story to Tell by 3/4 of a length. Mario Gutierrez, the winning jockey, in 104-1. The Doug O'Neill trainee broke his maiden first asking by 9 1/4 lengths against Statebreds over the track in May. The colt by Sendago was bred in California by Lee and Susan Searing. It was a $35,000 Barrett's March 2-year-old. Wake Up Nick has earned $108,000 for Redham Racing. Time for 3-year-old stakes action presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. Back to Woodbine for the Victoria Park Stakes. Conquest Top Gun bet down to 35 cents on the dollar. Again, here's Dan Loisel.
Conquest Top Gun leads it by 3/4 of a length. Genuine Flair has taken over second now. King Gizmo back in third, and Tulio's Brew is fourth and 5 lengths off of the favored Conquest Top Gun with 3 furlongs to go. They ran that opening 3/4 of a mile in 1:14. Conquest Top Gun in the run to the quarter pole over Surgeon King Gizmo. Regains second and angles off the rail inside the quarter pole. Genuine Flair trying to keep up as tailed off. The end of the stretch, Conquest Top Gun. Contreras goes to work on King Gizmo, but Conquest Top Gun is too good. Under a hand ride here in the last furlong. Conquest Top Gun wins it as he pleases in the Victoria Park.
Odds-on favorite Conquest Top Gun by Windstar Farm Stag and Pioneer of the Nile draws off to defeat longshot King Gizmo by 5 3/4 lengths. Eurico da Silva aboard in 150-4. The second stakes winner of the weekend for trainer Mark Cassie and Conquest Stables. A maiden winner at Keeneland, Conquest Top Gun was last seen taking the Marine Stakes via disqualification. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Dixiana Farms and was a $42,000 Keeneland September yearling. The $525,000 sales stopper at the 2013 OBS June 2-year-old sale, Conquest Top Gun has earned $183,000. Conquest Top Gun paid $270 to win, and it's the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Coming up, a front-running winner of the Summertime Oaks.
Come out to Tampa Bay Downs and you will see Thoroughbred racing, Texas Hold'em tournaments. You gotta know when to fold 'em. Help your golf game at our practice range. You can bet there's so much more. Tampa Bay Downs, live it up at the Downs.
Did you take the time to Share what you love about Florida.
It all started with a dream. A dream to be the best. To breed the best. To race the best.
Super Saver Russell Meyer. What a finish to the Classic.
And to stand the best. WinStar Farm. Dedicated to the dream.
Kentucky Derby winner Orb posted 5 consecutive wins, including this signature victory.
And Orb has won the Kentucky Derby!
In the Fountain of Youth, Orb bested an undefeated Grade 1 winner and was 2/5 off the track record. Orb took the Florida Derby by storm and was made the solid favorite in Kentucky.
Have won the Florida Derby!
Orb hails from a family of successful sires and champions. Kentucky Derby and dual Grade 1 winner Orb at Claiborne Farm.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks. Jerry Hollendorfer sent out 3 of the 8 starters, including 2-1 favorite Delta Flower. Here's the call by Frank Miramati.
And they're off, and JoJo Warrior comes out running, as does Delta Flower, and Front Range third through the opening furlong. Stop Smiling Extreme outside. Fleet of Gold is in 5th. Live for Now moves up inside of her, then Arethusa and La Mayor Fiesta is at the back. Into the first turn they go, and JoJo Warrior will set the tempo. Leads by 3/4 of a length to Delta Flower in second. Live for Now is a joint third. Front Range just outside of her, 2.5 lengths off her stablemate. Then comes Fleet of Gold on the inside of Stop Smiling. Arethusa 9 lengths off the pace, and La Mayor Fiesta is at the back. Straightening away for the run down the backstretch, and JoJo Warrior with her new blinkers in front now by 1.5 to Delta Flower second. Front Range, Live for Now, side by side. Live for Now reclaims the third spot. Inside of her comes Fleet of Gold, only 4 lengths off the pace with a half mile to go. Stop Smiling is behind her. Arethusa still has 9 to make up, and La Mayor Fiesta has trailed throughout. Into the far turn, JoJo Warrior still unchallenged up top, leads by 1.5 lengths. Delta Flower is asked to get after her in second. Live for Now at the rails, still a joint third with Front Range outside of her. Then Fleet of Gold, Stop Smiling. Arethusa has plenty of work to do, and inside of her, La Mayor Fiesta past the quarter pole and turning for home. JoJo Warrior trying to stretch out successfully. Delta Flower chasing with determination. Live for Now at the rail is in third. They're followed by Front Range, but in the final furlong, JoJo Warrior has plenty left in the tank, and she keeps on going, widening through the lane. JoJo Warrior in a dominant performance, coast to coast in the Summertime Oaks. She strolls in by nearly 5.
3-1 second choice, JoJo Warrior by WinStar Farm Stallion Pioneer of the Nile takes the field gate to wire to defeat long shot Live for Now by 5 1/4 lengths. Martin Garcia aboard in 143 flat. Second in the Instant Racing Stakes at Oaklawn, and third in the Miss Preakness Stakes at Pimlico, the Bob Baffert trainee making her first start beyond 7 furlongs. The filly was bred in Kentucky by her owner Zayat Stables and is a half-sister to 3 stakes winners. JoJo Warrior has earned $200,000. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.